And so when we find 341B, then we find this form right here. So this is the child abduction prevention order. So if the other parent is going to go ahead and remove the child from your custody, then the court can actually do a prevention order. So the court's going to name the party, and the court is going to check off all of the boxes that the court deems is a threat. And so you're going to have to actually check these off for the court. And so they violated or threatened to violate a custody visitation order as they did in the past. They don't have strong ties to California. Like, for example, they're from Mexico, their house is in Mexico, and they really only come for visitation, but now they don't want to do that anymore, and they're going to take the children. They've done things to make it easy for them to take the children away without any permission. So quitting their job, closing a bank account, they gotten rid of the assets, they sold their home, their end of the lease, they've hidden or destroyed documents, they've applied for a passport, birth certificate, or school or medical records of the children, or have done something else. They have a history of domestic violence, child abuse, or just not cooperating with the other parent or party in parenting. And that's likely to be the option here. Or if they have a criminal record, that also can go against them, or they have family and emotional ties to another state, region, county, or foreign country. So the court also noting that if this is checked, then you have to have something else also checked, because you can't say, well, their family's from Mexico and I'm afraid they're going to take our children to Mexico and never bring them back, and that's it. That's not valid. So if the court does find that that is appropriate, then it will further order the supervised visitation, and it will, or it may request that somebody posts a bond. So that's just money to ensure that the children are not removed. Or if they are removed, then a bond is in fact going to be posted. And then they must not move from the location without permission in writing, or court order from the residence, this county, the school district. They can't travel with the children outside of the county, the U.S., California. The party must, register this order in whatever state before the children can travel to the other state for visits. They cannot apply for passports or any other vital documents, such as a visa or birth certificate that can be used for travel. The court can also state that the children's passports in the party's possession will be listed as below, so they'll be turned in to the other party or the court or one of the attorneys so that travel does not take place. Must give the other parent the following before traveling, so travel itinerary, round-trip airlines, address and phone numbers, an open airline ticket, things like that would help prevent this abduction. Must notify the embassy or the consulate, can get a custody and visitation order equivalent to the most recent U.S. order before the children may travel to that country for visits. So if they can go to a different country and that country has very different orders than what we have here, then that person has the duty to get an order that's similar to the one that they have existing here to ensure that it will be complied with. And then the enforcing the order, the court authorizes any law enforcement in this county to contact the child abduction unit, and they'll provide the phone number and address of your local child abduction unit of the office of the district attorney. And then any other orders that the court deems to be appropriate. And this is going to be valid in any other state and any country that has signed the Hague Convention on Child Abduction. And so it also provides, notice to other states and countries that this is this court has jurisdiction over the child and can make child custody orders, and that they are part of the Hague Convention for international abduction. And if jurisdiction is based on other factors, then they are listed in item 13 above. So that could mean like emergency authority that the court is making to exercise some sort of exercise its authority to make orders in this particular case. So this is when it gets a lot more complicated, and you will need to watch a separate video on how this applies about the Hague Convention, especially in abduction cases. So, or more complicated abduction cases that are international. Well, we hope that you have found this helpful, and thank you for your time.